In this podcast episode, Dr. Ronnie Janoff-Bulman, a social psychologist and author, discusses the concept of shattered assumptions and the political divide. She explains that shattered assumptions refer to the fundamental beliefs about the world that get disrupted after experiencing traumatic events. These implicit beliefs act like a weighting system that prioritizes our attention based on hierarchical dependencies. The conversation delves into how trauma can lead to anxiety and terror, causing a collapse of this weighting system and a subsequent flood of chaos. Dr. Bulman references Carl Friston's work, which suggests that anxiety signals the collapse of orientation systems, resulting in hyperpreparation in response to stress. This hypervigilance, while initially adaptive, can be physiologically damaging over time. The discussion then shifts to the hierarchy of values and beliefs, which Dr. Bulman equates to a story. She explains that when we engage with narratives, such as movies or books, we adopt the aims and emotions of the characters, allowing us to explore different perspectives and desires. The hierarchy of values is motivated, with deeper levels involving more motivation and stability. Peterson proposes that our fundamental narrative hypothesis is tested through confirming expectations until the assumptions are shattered, leading to a disruption in automaticity. Dr. Bulman emphasizes that the framework of meaning shattered in trauma is a naive form of faith, which can make individuals more susceptible to trauma. The story of Job from the Bible is referenced as an example of suffering and meaningless events where a good man faces malevolent and arbitrary challenges. This story highlights the concept of shattered assumptions and the questioning of fundamental beliefs in the face of adversity. Dr. Bulman underscores the role of motivation in shaping our beliefs and responses to traumatic events. She acknowledges the automaticity of cognitive processes, but suggests that they are dependent on the integrity of the underlying assumptions. The discussion explores how trauma can disrupt the automatic confirmation of expectations and lead to a reevaluation of one's fundamental narrative. The conversation continues with a reference to the biblical story of Job, who experiences immense suffering and loss, but maintains faith in his essential goodness and the goodness of God. Job's response to his trials highlights the importance of maintaining faith in the face of adversity, even when proximal evidence suggests otherwise. Dr. Bulman emphasizes the significance of fundamental beliefs that are developed from early childhood and serve as the foundation for how individuals view the world. The discussion then shifts to the idea of positive illusions, which are beliefs that may be naive but serve as motivating factors for individuals to navigate daily life. Dr. Bulman explains that while positive illusions can be beneficial for motivation, they can also be susceptible to shattering under dire circumstances. She highlights the distinction between lower-level illusions that provide positive motivation and higher-level illusions that can be dangerous if they prevent individuals from effectively dealing with reality. The conversation further explores the concepts of assimilation and accommodation, which are fundamental to how individuals adapt to new experiences and challenges. Dr. Bulman discusses the role of exposure therapy in helping individuals confront their fears and traumas, emphasizing the importance of facing challenges to facilitate growth and adaptation. The podcast also delves into the idea of meaning as a motivating factor that propels individuals towards optimal challenges. The discussion draws parallels between narratives, meaning, and the fundamental structure through which individuals view the world. Dr. Bulman and Peterson discuss how narratives shape our understanding of reality and how confronting challenges can lead to personal growth and development. The conversation continues with an analysis of biblical stories such as the Exodus narrative and the symbolism of the bronze serpent. Dr. Bulman highlights the therapeutic approach of exposure and how confronting challenges is essential for personal redemption and growth. The discussion touches on the significance of faith in one's ability to confront adversity and the importance of maintaining core beliefs in the face of trauma. Dr. Bulman delves into the concept of naive beliefs, which she describes as overgeneralizations that help individuals function in the world. These beliefs are challenged when people experience trauma, forcing them to reevaluate their worldview. She emphasizes the importance of cognitive conservatism, where individuals are hesitant to change their core beliefs unless faced with overwhelming evidence. The discussion then shifts to moral psychology and its role in understanding political differences. Dr. Bulman distinguishes between prescriptive and proscriptive morality, with the former focusing on avoiding harm and the latter on doing good. She explains how these moral frameworks influence political ideologies, with conservatives prioritizing social order and liberals advocating for social justice. The conversation highlights the temperamental differences between conservatives and liberals, with the former being high in conscientiousness and orderliness, while the latter are characterized by openness. Dr. Bulman explores how these traits shape individuals' views on autonomy, responsibility, and equality in economic and social domains. She challenges the conservative notion of equal opportunity, arguing that true equality requires addressing systemic inequalities and promoting communal responsibility. She emphasizes the importance of government intervention to support those in need while acknowledging the value of hard work and individual responsibility.